everybody, my name is Chris, and this will be my review for the Iron Claw. Now, if you are a cultural fan of wrestling, you probably heard of the curse of the Von Erich. Is one of the most infamous true wrestling tales. Now, the Von Erich were a wrestling dynasty from Texas. They were among the British stars in the business in the early 80s. There were five wrestling Von Erich brothers: Kevin, Kerry, Davey, Mike, and Chris, and they were sons of Fritz Von Erich himself, a former villain turned babyface known for his signature move, the Iron Claw. He raised his boys to be champions, but by the early 90s, four of the five brothers were dead. Now, director Sean Duncan, his Iron Claw is a riveting account of the rise and fall of this rising wrestling dynasty. Now, given that this is a movie and not a documentary, some artistic license has been taken. Most notable, in fact, that one of the brothers, Chris, is actually not in the film, and perhaps an attempt to make the film a little bit more focused and perhaps even a little less grim. But of course, it's still a pretty heartbreaking tale, and I'll admit, it had me pretty choked up by the end of the movie, which is something truly powerful that I experienced. Now, Zac Efron stars as Kevin Von Erich, the most stable of the brothers and journeyman wrestler, was often overlooked by his father, infamous of his flashy siblings. To anyone who ever dismissed Efron as a lightweight, which would have been a mistake, by the way. This will be the movie that forever changes your mind about Zac Efron. His performance here is nothing short of incredible. The physical transformation itself is a sight to behold. Him having the body of Arnold Schwarzenegger in this, he exposed an insane amount of bulk, but it's his vulnerability that rules the day, particularly when he's paired with Lily James, who plays Kevin eventually wife, Pam. As much as he struggles with his family, Kevin was always lucky in that he found someone who really loved him early in his life. And their love is what gives this film the small sliver of hope that it needs. Efron is absolutely incredible in this film, and if enough people see it, I think it's really going to elevate him. He's not a pretty boy, he's an amazing actor, but this is more than just the love story between Kevin and Pam. Probably the area that the film is the most successful in is that it's really good at depicting the love that the Von Erich brothers had for each other. But as they start to die off, you get the sense of then as they die, taking a piece of surviving brother with them, and that's what makes this such a heartbreaking watch. It truly is something powerful. This is reflected in the performances across the board. With Harris Dickinson, amazing as David Von Erich, the most outgoing, flashy of the brothers, whose career in the rings made him a potential superstar, and the golden boy of the family, and although others have to live up to. But as he's taken away, the movie certainly has a shadow cast over it, and it becomes a grimmer because they've lost the light and the hope that they had in their family. Jeremy Allen White is similarly outstanding as Kerry, as a late comer to the wrestling whose drives eclipses everyone, but he's also the one with the most demons and who feels the loss of his brothers the deepest. And there is Stanley Simons, Mike, the youngest of the family, who all the boys are delighted and getting the vibe that each of them will die for him if it needed to be. The bond between the brothers is what makes this such an amazing film. While would have been easy to make a whole Malin's freeze the villain of the story, the Alan Claw isn't taking his easy route while driving. You also get a sense that he does love his family. He and believe he's a good father, even if the end of the day maybe he isn't. He never raises a hand to them, but he emotionally manipulates them, all in a way that sets everyone up for a disaster. And his on-screen wife, Doris, played by Maura T, in a world that is a very far truly tragic to the characters. But this is an important distinction. They are not presented as villains. The film is tied together by a strong sense of pacing, with director Sean Durkin making this film in a much more straightforward, entertaining, and accessible way than some of his early work, such as Marlene and the Nest, while Richard V. Perry of Arcade Fire delivers a strong rock oriented score. And I hope this movie is a hit at the box office, and it will be great for the industry, because we truly do need more movies like this, movies that have big hearts and don't take the audience intelligence and empathy for granted. But no matter what happens, it's among the most affecting films I've seen in recent memory. Simply broke my heart. I absolutely love it, and I cannot wait to watch it again. It's truly a must watch. It's just it's heartbreaking and it has some beautiful moments, but it's just, I think it's a very important story to see on screen, and it really going to put on your heartstrings. It's truly, it's powerful, and it's heartbreaking at the same time. It's quite beautiful. So I highly recommend you watch it, because oof, you're in for quite an emotional ride with this one. So that's my review for the Iron Claw. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.